In the footsteps of L.S. Owings, first mayor of Denison in 1873, I present to you Mayor Johnson.
Thank you, Tony. I'll have to do some history research to see if that was a compliment. Or, I'm going to take it.
Wasn't.
I'm sure. Well, it's good to be in Denison because Denison's moving forward today and every day. And today's a great example as we come to celebrate success of one of our existing industries. And as I look around the room and I think of all the faces here and what your role is in our community and the role of what we're going to talk about today, I really think of two words, and that is Team Denison. Because when you think about Team Denison, it's not on any specific project that you have the same people. You have different people working on different projects. You have different partnerships working on different projects. You have different visions and passions that when we blend together, we're moving Denison forward, and it's exciting. And when I think about Team Denison, I think of a few recent success stories. One such as the best healthcare services in the region. Because of the leadership in Denison, we moved universal health services here. $140 million investment, not just as good from a tax-paying perspective, but good for the patients and the people in our community that they serve. Because of Team Denison, we're now, in about 2.5 years, we'll have the best school facilities in the region. Again, something that we should celebrate. Because of Team Denison, over the last 4 years, we have doubled our hotel-motel tax revenue because of the increased hotels that we see on Highway 75. These are the hotels that people coming to our region for our events, for the community events, not just in Denison, but in the region, they choose. And again, it's because Team Denison thought of that as a priority and made those projects successful. And as we start to get closer to why we're here today, I think of our downtown revitalization. Over the last few years, we have entities such as the Denison Development Foundation, who spent over $263,000 to help revitalize our downtown, to help with small businesses and rent subsidies. And also, we can never forget our city of Denison, as they, in their 23rd year now, of funding a Main Street program that dedicates a full-time director and a program to help meet the needs of a growing downtown community. We are thrilled to have that program, and again, they do a great job. And lastly, I think of Team Denison as we not only are out trying to recruit new business, but we want to support our existing business. We want to make sure that they, as we look to move forward, that they too can move forward, and they can move forward and achieve their business objectives and their goals to make their business flourish and be vibrant and be a major part of this community. That's why we're here today, to celebrate some of that work that Caterpillar has done. And did you know that since 2010, Caterpillar, a Fortune 46 company, has doubled their employment in our region in that short period of time? As I close my remarks today, I do want to talk about one last thing as I introduce former Mayor Brady, who was an integral part in something that he's about to announce, and with a project with TxDOT. Today's actually two announcements. One is Mayor Brady's going to announce, but he was extremely involved in making this work. And again, it goes to collaboration. I see David Selman and Noel from TxDOT. Those gentlemen work every day tirelessly to try to make sure that the highways and our transportation in this region are ones that we can feel safe on and can grow with. And thank you, gentlemen, for being here, and thank you for your work on this project. Mayor Brady.
You'll have to wear these one of these days. Well, first off, this former mayor thing is becoming a full-time job. I guess I should have taken care of some of this before I left. Huh? Well, just echoing what Jared said, Mayor Johnson said, you know, Denison considers all of its businesses as partners. It is a team effort, and we work very closely with our industries, trying to satisfy all their needs, trying to make it easier for them to do business in Denison, because that's what we want. We want people doing business in Denison. So I appreciate Caterpillar. You know, initial meeting with Tim Pachenka, who is the plant manager at Caterpillar, Tony and I went out to do kind of a welcome to Denison kind of a deal, because Tim hadn't been there very long. And it became very apparent that he was engaged in trying to make that plant successful. And one of the things that CAT is very known for is their safety program. Now, I can appreciate that because I come from Johnson & Johnson, whose core values were safety, and CAT's are the same. You know, they want their employees to be safe. So that brought us to the traffic issues that they faced on 1417. You know, it's one thing when you're building a road, and you know, I was kind of surprised when he said he had a traffic issue, because TxDOT had just spent millions of dollars on 1417 to improve the traffic flow on 1417. Well, you know, when you're a plant of 200, traffic may not be the same issue as when you're a plant of 550. So there was a problem, and so we just sat down and listened to the issues and try to come up with a solution, try to come up with a cost estimate. And I can tell you, David and his team worked, just like Mayor Johnson said, tirelessly in trying to come up with a way to do this. You can always come up with drawings and nice little pictures, and we can turn here and we can turn there, and we can make it 500 foot wide, but then you got to pay for it. And in there always lies the issue. So I've got to give a lot of credit to the MPO, our local metropolitan planning organization, who is chaired by Mayor Majors of Sherman, and to TxDOT, who Bobby Littlefield also sits on that board. We kind of got together and we kind of came up with a way that we could use part of MPO's money and part of Bobby's, what do you call it, discretionary fund? Discretionary fund, and come with $500,000 it takes to do this project. So it was a collaborative effort. It was a very necessary project. Hopefully, after we've completed it, it will be much safer for the employees at TxDOT and the people traveling on 1470. I think this is just another example of Denison team moving forward, and now it's time for me to kick back. To Alan Walker. I'm not sure what Alan's title is. He's a grand poobah of Caterpillar in this area. And so, all yours, Alan.
Yeah, I've been called a lot of things, so thank you for that. First of all, it wasn't very long ago that I was up here talking about some of our expansions and telling you all that I was very hopeful that I'd be able to stand up in front of you again real soon and talk about some more good stuff. And that's why we're here, to talk about some more good stuff. So we're excited about today's announcement. We're growing significantly. Robert mentioned about us more than doubling in size in terms of people. I can remember when at 550 people it'd be about 4 times the employment in what we used to call redrill. So it's been a long road, but it's been an exciting road, and it seems to us good times will continue for quite a while for us. In business, there's never any guarantees. I think everybody knows that. But absolutely, positively, this business in Denison has its greatest opportunity to really grow and have sustainable growth, profitable growth. My boss told me to make sure I said that. For a very long time with Caterpillar owning us. It is really exciting for us. Because of our growth, we've run out of office space. We ran out of office space about 3 months after we completely renovated our facility. So we're either growing fast or we're poor planners. I'd like to think it's the growing fast part. So we are going to be moving downtown here to the Chase, upstairs of the Chase building. We'll initially put about 40 people in the facility, working full-time, of course. And that number will probably grow somewhere between 80 to 90. Yeah, we're excited about it. you know, we have a number of priorities. One of our major priorities, of course, is our shareholders. You know, the investments they're making, and I think I've shared with you in the past, some of the significant investments that are being made in the factory. It is more in this year alone by a factor of literally 10 times what's been made in the previous 18 years that I've been in there by Caterpillar. And we'll be making almost the same investment in the plant in 2013 that we're making in 2012. So it's a big challenge to Tim and to Matterell and the operations team down there, and I think they're doing a great job. And with all that investment, we have to provide a return. So we're working hard on that. Spent a lot of time traveling doing that. The second major priority for us is our people. Along with our growth, we think we now can show people a clear path to a great career, lots of opportunities, both within our facility, within our business, and through Caterpillar. So if you know people that are good people, that are looking for a great place to work, they might want to come knocking on our door, because I think we're a place to be for a long time. A third major priority for us is the community. We live here, we work here, we're an important part of it. We want to be active. As a business, we're very active in a wide variety of volunteer programs and whatnot, which we're excited to do. We want to contribute. One of the motivations for us moving downtown, aside from the great help that Doug and company gave us in terms of making it the kind of facility we need, was we wanted to be downtown. We wanted to help keep a revitalization of downtown going, and we think we can help in that way. And certainly in terms of priority, Denison is a high priority for us. But recently, we moved out part of our one of our sister businesses, manufacturing, to a facility in Sherman. Very recently as well, we moved our warehousing operation down the road to Van Alstyne, 150,000 square foot warehouse. We have still a small facility warehouse in Denison on the other side of town. We're about to sign a lease for some storage space by the airport. So even though we call Denison home, Sherman is right next door. And I guess, Mayor, if I had a message for you, as a business, and for us, Denison is our home, but it's the whole area. And I really would suggest that we try to make a lot of effort to unifying the whole Texoma community. And then lastly, I do want to thank everyone that's helped us with the project of making this downtown move possible. Certainly our new landlord has been extremely cooperative. Tony and Robert have done great things to move the process along. As a quick comment, you know, in today's world, we get pretty cynical about government. They don't do anything, they can't do anything, they're out of touch, nothing gets done, everything gets, if it goes into the government system, forget about it forever. Well, I'm here to tell you that on Main Street, literally and figuratively, things still do happen. And these guys have done a great job, so thank you very much.